Welcome back to my morning report analysis videos with me, Rich, market analyst at Hantec Markets on Thursday, the 27th of September. Let's have a look at euro-dollar, which has had a bit of a slip back in the last 24 hours. It had a negative reaction in the wake of the Fed. I mean, the dollar has sort of been strengthening a touch. I'm not entirely convinced it's out of Fed moves, really. I think it's more of a little bit of a safe haven shift that we've seen in the markets in the overnight, really, and the euro is under pressure also from this issue regarding Italy and its budget. So subsequently, we've seen euro-dollar breaking this little uptrend recovery. Now, the key would be how the bulls react to this uptrend recovery break, because at the moment the momentum indicators are still relatively positively configured. The RSI is still above 50, although it is dropping away. Stochastics have crossed lower, but again, not in a decisive fashion quite yet. So you've still got the support of 1650, which is a pivot. See here on the hourly chart, it's the next pivot. It's a pretty strong pivot as well. So 1650, I think if the market goes below that, I think that then you start to see a decisive outlook change. But what we've got at the moment is a mild sort of drop back. And if the market again starts to use the 1720 pivot, that old pivot, as a basis of resistance, which you could argue it's sort of testing now. If it starts to use that as a basis of resistance, again, that could start to put pressure on 1650. So 1650 I still think is the key level to watch. For now, we're not exceptionally negative or corrective on the momentum on the hourly. Just around about that 30 level, still holding, which it held throughout the recovery uptrend. So you could argue you're still sort of playing that game, but I think the fact that we are now sort of broken on that uptrend would suggest that it's not especially sort of positive necessarily anymore. However, I think that it's going to be interesting to see how the market plays around with 1720. If it can break above that and then sort of start to rebuild again, then it would be more of a positive reaction, I think. And that would be a pretty decent reaction that you would be having had seen. Now, 1760 is a little bit of a pivot area near term. And again, above there, you'd start to see the bulls really sort of regaining control again. But it's an interesting moment for euro. Can the bulls respond to this initial setback? So I wish you good luck in trading. I'll speak to you later.